Hi, good morning to all. Today we discuss about overlap add method. Okay, we can start with an example. Here we want to find the filter output y of n. The given quantities are the impulse response h of n, that is 1, 1, 1. That means its length is 3, and we given an input signal x of n and its length is 10. We want to find the output y of n. When we check the input sequence, we know that it is a long sequence. So here we go for overlap add method or overlap save method. We already discussed about overlap save method. Here we discuss about overlap add method. The input sequence is a long duration sequence. So we move on to overlap add method. We know that the output y of n, that is equal to x of n convolution with h of n. Okay, so the first step in the case of overlap add method is that is same as in the case of overlap save method. We divide the long duration sequence into smaller block. Here the length of the input sequence is 10. We divide it into smaller block. Let me consider here the block length is L is equal to 3. Here we consider L is equal to 3. We can assume any value. So here we consider L is equal to 3. So we divide the long duration sequence into a block of length 3. So we can divide the input sequence like this. So each block have length 3. So this is the first block and this is the second block and this is the third block. When we comes at the fourth block, it consists of only a single element, but we want to make it length of 3. For that, we append zeros. So 1, 0, 0. That is the last block. Okay. The next step is that we want to modify each block. We want to modify each block to a length in such a way that its length is equal to L plus M minus 1. Okay, we want to modify each block to a length and its value is given by L plus M minus 1. We know that L is 3 and M is 3. So L plus M minus 1 is 5. So we want to modify each block with the length 3 into a length of 5. Okay, that is the next step. How can we do that? For that, the modification is that we take each block, then the remaining positions are filled with the zeros. We take the first block. This is the first block. 3 minus 1, 0. This is the first block. Its length is 3. We want to modify its length into 5. Okay, we want to modify its length into 5. For that, the remaining positions are filled with a 0. So we get the first modified block. For the second modified block, we take the second block, that is 1, 3, 2. You can check that in the input. This is the second block, 1, 3, 2. We take the second block, then the remaining 2 positions, that is M minus 1 positions, are filled with the zeros. This is the third block and the remaining positions are filled with the zeros. So we take a 3 element block, then we convert it into 5 element. Okay, we take 3 element block, then we want to convert it into 5 element block. So the step is that we take the each block, the remaining positions are filled with a 0. So we get the modified block. That is the next step. Then after that, we perform the circular convolution with h of n. We take each block, each modified block, then we perform the circular convolution with h of n. You will get y1 of n, y2 of n up to y4 of n. We have x1 to x4 of n. We take each modified block and then we perform circular convolution with h of n. So you will get y1 of n, y2 of n up to y4 of n respectively. So here this is x1 of n, circular convolution with h of n. You will get y1 of n. I think you already know how to perform circular convolution between x1 of n and h of n. That's already studied in the previous classes. So the circular convolution between x1 of n and h of n, you will get y1 of n. Like that, you can compute y2 of n, that is a circular convolution between x2 of n and h of n. Okay, you will get y2 of n. That is the second block. Then the third block y3 of n is given by x3 of n circular convolution between with the h of n. Then like that y4 of n is obtained by x4 of n circular convolution with h of n. You will get y4 of n. Then finally you want to compute y of n. For that we arrange the y1 of n to y4 of n in such a way that we take each block. We take each block, that is y1 of n, y2 of n, y3 of n and y4 of n, that is arranged in such a way that the last m minus 1 elements of each block that is aligned with the first m minus 1 elements of the next block. Here we first write the y1 of n, that is the first block. Then we write the second block y2 of n, y3 of n and y4 of n in such a way that the first block, we take the first block and its last m minus 1 elements. Here m is 3, so m minus 1 is 2. The last two elements that is aligned with the first m minus 1 elements of the second block. Okay, so first m minus 1, first two elements of the second block. Then we write the third block in such a way that it is aligned with the last m minus 1 elements of the second block. That is the last m minus 1 elements of the second block aligned with the first m minus 1 elements of the third block. And then here the third block, the last m minus 1 elements that is aligned with the first m minus 1 elements of the fourth block. Then we write the output sequence y of n. For that we take the summation of the aligned elements. Okay, those elements, they are comes in the same position. We take the summation of those elements. The remaining elements are written as such. Okay, so we can check it here. The output y of n, here 3, 2, 2. Okay, that is a separate element that doesn't overlap with any other element. So 3, 2, 2 is written as such. But here minus 1 and 0, that is aligned with 1 and 4. So we take the summation of the corresponding element. So minus 1 plus 1, that is 0. Then 0 and 4, they are aligned. We take the summation. 0 plus 4 is 4. Okay. Then next element here 6, 5, 2. That is the remaining element in the second block. But here 5 and 2 overlap with 0 and 1. Only 6 is a free element. So we written 6 as such. Here 5 and 2 overlap with 0 and 1. So we take the summation. 5 plus 0 is 5 and 2 plus 1 is 3. Then we consider the third block. Here 3 is only the free element. 3 is written. And here 3 and 1 in same position. So 3 plus 1 is 4. Then here 2 plus 1 is again 3. The remaining element is 1. We have 2 zeros at the end, but we can eliminate those elements. Why? What is the reason for that? Because we know that the length of the output sequence y of n, it is given by ls plus m minus 1. ls is the length of the long data sequence and m is the length of h of n. So output filter sequence length capital NS or anything, that is given by ls plus m minus 1. So ls is 10 and m is 3. So 10 plus 3 minus 1, that is 12. We need only 12 elements. Here the rest of 2 elements are 0. So we can neglect it. So this is the output sequence y of. That's all.